Hello, you guys, and happy Soul Food Sunday. This is Dr. Gatz, and I just want to come today and just share a moment with you guys. I want to go ahead and continue to help you, make sure that I'm sharing with you some different things that you can go ahead and apply to your life that can go ahead and help you reach those goals. Make sure that you're tuning into my YouTube page and you're following the ABRA process and you're applying it to your life to help you continue to reach those goals and work towards those things that you said that you want. Last week on Soul Food Sunday, I brought you some information about relationships. If you haven't viewed that information about ways to strengthen your relationship, make sure that you go back and you review that information, that recording. It's out there for you. It's there to help you increase. It's there to go ahead and build up that relationship you have, because that relationship that you have with that other person, your significant other, is your biggest support, and that support should actually be helping you move forward, reach goals, and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. But today I wanted to go ahead and come and just share a little bit more with you and encourage you to go ahead and shift the way that you're thinking. Because what you think about ultimately is what you're going to end up creating inside your brain, and ultimately that is going to go forward and it's going to manifest in your life. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to start becoming more intimate with yourself. And when I say intimate with yourself, I don't mean intimate with yourself sexually. I mean intimate with yourself mentally. You have to start knowing what it is and the way that you think in all sorts of different type of situations. So what this is going to do is it's going to let you start see what sort of things that you're vulnerable to and what sort of things that you're strong at. And then you can avoid certain situations in moving forward that have created and caused problems for you in the past. Now, at first, this is going to take some time. It's going to be a little bit tedious. But as you do it more and you practice more, you will start to see certain patterns unfold and certain struggles and certain successes that you've had in the past. And then you can use this information to go ahead and press forward and do things that are going to create success in your life more often, and avoid the negative things that have created negative consequences and setbacks in the past. As you're doing that, I want you to talk yourself up. I want you to start using positive self-talk. I want you to start thinking about how great you are and what it is that you're called to do and how it is that you're going to do it and how you're going to feel once you actually accomplish and you reach that goal that you're setting out to reach. This is important. This part is very important, because what it is going to do is it is going to activate those feelings and those chemical responses that are in the brain, the dopamine, the serotonin, and all of those feel-good pleasure principles of the brain, and activate those so that you already start to get the feeling of how it is going to feel once you actually reach that goal. And by getting that feeling and feeling good about it, it's going to create enthusiasm. And you're going to want to do and create more of the same thing in order to get closer to that goal and start to feel that feeling even more that you want. If things aren't moving forward in your life at the pace that you want, don't fret. Do not get upset. It is not a setback. What's going on is the process is taking place. It's just not arriving as fast as you would like it to arrive. But that does not mean that you are not on the right track. Most of the time you are on the right track. It's just going to take a little bit more focusing, a little bit more work, and a lot more faith. And in doing so, don't compare yourself to other people, because sometimes you're going to be ahead, other times you are going to be behind. Some people have different gifts and talents than you have, and that is okay. Some people will have some luck, and some people will have some different skill sets, and some people may accomplish things at a different pace. That's all right. The race is not with everyone else. The race is with yourself, because you're the one that's going to receive the benefit once you get there. The other people that are accomplishing things, you're not receiving the benefit that they've from the things that they've accomplished unless they're your partner or your immediate family or somebody that you're close to. So in other words, don't worry about it. At times and days, sometimes we feel less motivated. Sometimes we don't feel like doing certain things. Sometimes we just feel down in the dumps. In those days, you want to make sure that you are incorporating some type of exercise and that you're eating a well-balanced diet on those days. And pretty much you want to do this every day. But on those days in particular, you really want to focus in on it. Why? Because by eating a well-balanced diet, what that's going to do is it's going to help increase your energy levels and give you more energy as opposed to slowing you down. Also, with exercise, it's going to release some more of those positive endorphins in the body, and it's going to help you become more motivated and want to do more and stay focused and accomplish more than you would during that day if you didn't exercise or you just sat on the couch eating potato chips and bonbons. So you need to incorporate these things. You got to focus in on them. You got to believe. You got to have that positive self-talk, and then you got to continue to move forward. In this process, do not strive for perfection. You have to strive to be better than what you are today. And that is different from perfection, because if you strive only for perfection, even once you get close to that goal and you grab onto it and you finally reach that goal, guess what? Things are not going to be perfect. So all that's going to create is depression. The whole thing is you want to stay away from depression and continue to move forward towards those things that you say that you want to accomplish. Why? Because this whole process is about creating more and feeling better about who you are, the things that are around you, and the people that you are helping. During this process, there will be times when you have setbacks. Why? Because you don't live in a vacuum. Things just don't work perfectly and go perfect all the time. So therefore, there are going to be some type of problems. There are going to be some things that you're going to have to deal with. And it's going to be things that are going to frustrate you and get you upset. But the whole thing is the whole part in this is to solve the problem. Solve the problem without using your energy and beating yourself up about it. Because if you're beating yourself up about what happened, then what that is going to do is it's going to move you from the problem-solving stage of change to the depression stage, where it's not going to promote change, and all it's going to promote is more sorrow. And doing so and moving through this, focus on the things that you can change right then and there immediately. Don't focus on the bigger, larger goal at that time. Why? Because you've lost some momentum. Now it's time for you to take a step back, get things back on track before you can actually speed back up and catch up to the point where you were actually at. And in doing so, you need to do things that you enjoy. And moving towards these goals and working towards it along the process, you have to be enjoying yourself. And in order to do that, you're going to have to do the things that you enjoy. And while doing those things that you enjoy, you have to celebrate the small things that you've accomplished along the way. Again, what this is going to create is momentum. It's going to create excitement. It's going to make you want to continue to do the things that you have been doing in order to reach that larger goal. But in reaching that larger goal, first, you have to accomplish those smaller goals. And with accomplishing those, you got to get excited about it, and you got to celebrate, and then you got to move forward. And when people see the changes and the things that you're doing, and they compliment you on those, you have to be able to accept the compliment. without letting your head blow up, because now you're moving in a different direction, and now you're obtaining things, and now you're accomplishing things, and your thoughts that you're having inside is manifesting outwardly, and other people are taking notice. But the whole thing is to say thank you, but also to stay humble, because being humble is the key to success. Why? Because it doesn't matter which side of the spectrum that you find yourself on. If somebody is trying to put you down and knock you down, and you're humble and you don't allow yourself to engage in it, then you just move through and you move on. If somebody is telling you that you've done a great job and they want to celebrate with you and so on and so forth, and you stay humble, it's going to continue to keep you grounded, and you're going to continue to stay hungry and continue to work and continue to create and accomplish more. So the main thing that I want you guys to take is that you have to be excited about you. You have to be excited about who you are. You have to be excited about what it is that you're going to create, and you have to have that conversation with yourself daily. Don't let a day slip past without you becoming more intimate with your thoughts and having conversation with yourself about how great you are, how much better you're going to be, and how good it's going to feel as you're going through this process and you're accomplishing those goals. This is your time. This is your moment. Don't let anyone or anything stand in your way. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others.